Oh, hey there. So my son and I were talking about what we consider to be silly things, and one of the things we talked about was how America and the world are obsessed with children's games, but then they want grown men to play them, and then they pour billions of dollars into them. Like, for example, football, basketball, soccer, hockey, baseball, whatever, right? Like, these are games you play as a kid, and then later on you're like, but these guys, like, they make $47 million a year. And you're like, all right, to play a kid's game. And I understand, they're better at it than kids are. I understand all that stuff. But then we were like, are there some untapped markets? So then my son told me that he worked a show and they had chase, right? They had all these bars and things, obstacles set up, and they had like leagues of people. One would be released and the other one would chase them around, and they had a certain amount of time they had to be uncaught. And I was like, this is real life right now. And then I was like, what else could we possibly have? I'm like, what about a duck, duck, goose championship? We'd have leagues and teams and brackets and, newscasters and people interviewing the duck, duck, goose champions and all this. And then we thought, like, there would obviously be a guys league that would be quite impressive and would make the big money. And then there would be the girls league, and they'd just be like, this is not fair that not as many people watch girl duck, duck, goose as they do guy duck, duck, goose. And then somebody in marketing would go, I've got an idea. And you're like, don't you say it. HR's in the room, and they're like, you guessed it. It's gonna be, hear me out on this, lingerie, duck, duck, goose. And everybody's like, that's brilliant. We'll bring it up from 0 or 3 viewers to more than 3 viewers. But then they're like, the only way to really get people to watch the girls' sports is to objectify the women, and that didn't seem right. And so we just thought, like, this is the way that the world thinks. Man, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for us. But look, untapped market. Duck, Duck, Goose Championship, and also football hats, okay? I think this through. There's baseball hats. Lots of people watch baseball. I've never heard of a football hat. Invent one, make it. People can wear a football hat while they're watching football games.